keep it loaded, most certainly. Yeah, I get it loaded. You just ride the way, if you ride the way, shawty ride the.
What's going on, gang? It's your boy Solo E, and in this video, we're going to keep it very simple. I'm actually be showing you a nice little strategy for those that actually just cannot understand maybe how market structure works, how you can find support and resistance. And also, this is also going to be a strategy for those that cannot understand how to use different time frames to master a certain trade, or basically know when to get in a certain trade. So I decided to figure out a nice little strategy that you guys can use to literally boost your confidence up and just staying literally on one time frame. Guys, make sure you do me one huge favor. Make sure you subscribe and like and share this video, so you know that I will always give you guys the fire gems that you guys always request for. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. Okay, so first I want to actually give you guys a indicator that you can get for absolutely free on TradingView, and I'm gonna pretty much be giving you the settings that you should be using on a 5-minute time frame to literally trade on a 5-minute time frame. So if you guys see here, it is actually called Order Block Finder. Now, Order Block Finder is a great tool to help you find support and resistance. What I want you guys to first do is make sure you select the settings of the Order Block Finder. Now, once you have the settings, what I want you to do is change the color scheme. You can change it to bright, dark. It really doesn't matter. I personally like bright because it's a little bit better and simple. Now, we're going to come down and look at relevant periods to identify OB. We're going to keep that at 4. Now, the smaller the number, the more that you will see that this actual indicator will find. So that's number 2, and then in the final one, you guys will want to select 0, and then after that, I have the top 3 selected. Now the style, you guys can literally come in here and change the style. I have mine simply set to orange and green. I believe it's already set to the original settings, but I'm gonna just pretty much keep it here. You guys can pause the video if you don't have this tile. Just pause the video and then boom, you'll be all set. Now, other than that, there's nothing else that I actually change, and I keep it very simple. So now, for those that don't understand what order blocks is basically another form of market structure. So now what order blocks is basically telling you that price was here, but then the next move actually went the opposite way, so that can lead to a structural move. For those that don't understand support and resistance, you guys know support and resistance is only formed essentially when it hits the same area twice. For those that don't understand higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, it is mostly the lowest point, the most recent lowest point, or the most recent highest point. Once price breaks out of that, it will become a new high or become a new low. Now, once you guys understand all of that, that's pretty much where order blocks can come in play. It's all formed in structure, and that's pretty much what we're going to be trading just on a 5-minute, and we're only going to be looking at BTC USD. So now I'm on BTC USD. So how this strategy works is very simple. If we see bullish OB, that means we want to be looking for some buying opportunity once it breaks out of that, and it has to at least come to that area. And then once it comes to that area, we need to see a following engulfing candle. So let me break this down more so you guys will fully understand. So what I mean by it is, if we had a order block set right here and then price was already down here, we want to see that price break out first. Once it breaks out, the next thing we want to establish is price coming down in this area. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be in that area. It can either come here or whatever it is. Once we see something like that and we start to see some consolidation, or if we see an engulfing candle, which is pretty much engulfing the previous candle, that's all we need to see to establish a trade. Now, like I said, I'm gonna keep this very simple so you guys can start making money, because man, I'm here to help you guys. But what we're gonna do is just a simple 1 to 2 trade. We're not using Fibonacci to find TPs. We're not using anything Elliott wave. We're not using nothing else what I usually teach. We're just gonna stick to a very simple strategy, 1 to 2. Now, for those that don't understand strategies, keep in mind, this strategy definitely works. The problem you may have is your psychology, and that's something we can't teach. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. So as you guys see, we have 2 order blocks going on right now. We have a bearish order block here. and we have a bullish order block here. Now what I am going to do is two things. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this as simple as possible. Now this right here is honestly going to also be considered my resistance area, and this right here is considered my support area. Like I said, we're only staying on the 5 minute. We're not looking on the 1 hour because I want to keep this very simple for you guys to understand. So let's say that we are literally on a 5 minute, and all I'm trying to do is wait on price to either come up here and I'll be looking for buying power. Just because this is a bullish OB, I am looking to buy if price can break out. If not, then price will continue down, but I need to see some bearish momentum happen. So let's go ahead and play. And now we officially got the move to go up. So now we got a new order block stamp, which is here. This is still accurate because if you guys look, you still see the OBs here, but we're actually going to move it down here now. But you know what, let's keep it here because I want to show you guys that we still need price to respect by literally giving us a pullback to confirm it. So what we're going to do, very simple, we're just going to sit and wait on price to come back and retest, following up with some type of bearish sentiment of telling us that the buyers are in the market. So right now I'm not seeing anything interesting. I'm still not seeing anything interesting, so we're just going to wait. Now we officially got to move here. So what we're going to do is very simple. We're just going to do a simple long position, and we're going to do a 1 to 2 trade. Now here is something that you guys also want to make sure you follow. Let's say that you have, let's say you're looking in a buyer's market, but you also notice that you had a bearish OB, recent bearish OB. The most recent bearish OB would be this one right here. So that being said, if you want to do a 1 or 2, try to get your 1 to 2 trade, your TP level around this area here, because what can happen is price could come up and then kind of just do some moves like this and react off that. So we still got to be cautious. Like I said, we're still focusing on a 5 minute, but we still got to be very cautious. But you want to at least try to aim for a 1 or 2. So ways that you can kind of aim for this 1 or 2 is just tighten up your stop loss and just kind of keep it from there. So now as you see, we just smashed TP1, or really just TP in general, off of this simple move right here. So right now we have a winner trade. So now here's what we got going on now. So we know that this is a order block move here. We actually have a new order block move here. Reason being is because we have this bearish candle, which means price was about to go down, but then it said nope, we decided to go up, which creates an order block. So if we decide to get in the trade, your question may be, well, E, now if I wanted to get in the trade, do I have to take it to here or can I take it to here? Yes, you can actually take it to both of these areas. Especially one thing that you need to consider though is if the market is ranging, absolutely it would make sense to take it to this level here. But since we're going to stick on a 5 minute, let's focus on our rules and only our rules, and we're not changing anything up at all. We're just going to keep this very simple. All right, so let's now see if we can get some bearish sentiment telling us that the sellers are in the market. So right now we just got a nice little engulfing candle, but since we had actually hit this area right here, we're going to miss out on this trade. Even though if it plays out, that's cool, but we're sticking to a very simple rule here because we want to make sure that our strategy doesn't change. Now, speaking of strategies with crypto, Margex is actually one of the world leading crypto trading leverage platforms that you guys can literally make money when the market is even going up or going down. See, with Margex, not only you're able to trade the most popular crypto, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum, but they do have other options for you to trade other cryptos that's actually out there. But see, what even makes it more interesting is that you can actually 100x your account by leverage trading, and this goes for literally if you feel the market is going to drop and go down, instead of you holding crypto and wishing that it goes up, you can actually profit with Margex just by selling crypto. And I mean by if you see price heading down, you can actually profit with that type of momentum. Not only that, but of course if you know the market is a strong buyer's market, you can actually profit as well. So depending on whatever your strategy is, which I talk about in this video, you can use this strategy to actually trade with them. Now another thing with Margex is they have a user-friendly platform where you can actually use TradingView in their actual website to do your markups, to check the charts, to do your full analysis. You don't have to jump to different charts or different websites just to literally look for a solid trade. You can literally pop it in there. Once you see the trade, all you got to do is hit buy, or you can hit short. Once you hit short or buy, you will literally be in the trade right away, and you can take profit. You can set your TPs, your stop losses, literally within that time. Now, it's very simple on how to sign up. All you have to do is literally come to their website, and it only takes about 5 minutes to get the whole entire process started. Once you are literally signed in, you can come in a website and immediately start making money. They also have a referral program, so you guys can actually refer other people if you want to actually bring your friends, family, or anybody that you have on board with you, and you can get the whole process going. So guys, make sure you check the link down below, sign up down below, and let's go ahead and get back to the gym. If we would have had did that, it looks like the market is reversing. So now your question may be, well, E, can I get in another buy and then ride it to the next OB? Now, you absolutely can. However, you want to keep in mind that price can still come here and react off that and drop. So we still got to be cautious. But if this happens, what you can do is, if price is still giving you like a solid 1 or 2 trade, then you can take it. Now, another rule that you guys can add to this is you can also do 1-to-1 trades if you want to. And what I mean by 1-to-1 is, if you're using the long position here, you're going to see 1.91. As long as it's at 1, that's fine. However, I want you guys to keep in mind, when you're doing 1-to-1 trades, you're basically saying that you're going to put in $50. You can either lose the $50, or if you win, you make another $50. Kind of almost like a break-even thing. If you do a 1 or 2, we know for sure that you doubled your account. So therefore, if you were to get in another trade and I end up being a loser, you will still be up for the day. So that being said, I highly suggest focusing on only 1 or 2s. But if you can get away with a 1-on-1, close to a 1 or 2, that is fine as well. So we're going to go ahead and do another TP here. We're going to do a 1-on-1. And as you guys see, depending on where you would have had your TP, unfortunately, we would have took an L on this trade for a simple 1-on-1. But it is what it is. We know what's up, and we got our L. So we're going to go ahead and take an L, and then we're going to keep moving to see what market gives us. Okay, so it looks like price just literally created another order block, which is this area here. Now, here is one thing that you guys must add to your rule. So let's say that we are looking to sell because, or really we're not necessarily looking to sell, but if we want to sell, we need to see price react off this area. Now, this area is already close to the previous OB, which was right here. But what we need to see is price reacting around this area again in order for us to look for a selling opportunity. And I'm explaining this and what I mean in a little bit, because what I mean is, since we are in so much consolidation right now, it's kind of hard for us to really sit here and say where can market hit, especially if we're not focusing on higher time frames. But there's always a way around it. We just gotta literally make sure we're on our P's and Q's, especially for being on a 5-minute time frame. So what we're going to do is just wait on price to hit this area right here if it can. Now, what I need to see is an engulfing candle. But the reason why we're not going to actually take this trade is simply, guys, because we are in so much consolidation from here, and from here. I need price to break out of this in order for me to determine what's the next move. All right, so that being said, our rule is we're not going to take this trade because of the simple fact we are in tight consolidation and price can literally go any way it wants to. So as you guys see, price is trying to go and creep down, and then it looks like we got this engulfing candle. But like I said, we're looking at crypto, very volatile. Also, sometimes we get these fake engulfing candles that you guys would think that, oh, I'm gonna sell it because it basically did a retest. You might look at it as a wave pattern, but just because of the simple fact we are still in tight consolidation and this is still in a order block area, we're not going to actually look for that sell. However, what you can do is look for a buy, because we are in a bullish OB, which means that buyers can be coming in the market anytime. So, you know, if you guys want to break that part of the rule, you absolutely can. But for everybody else, like I said, we're sticking to this rule because we want to play it as safe as possible. Now, if you know and more experienced, then you can for sure do whatever you want to do and switch this strategy up a little bit if you want to. But for everybody else, we're just going to stick what we know. All right, so it looks like price is actually going to go the opposite way, and now we see prices reacting off of this area. Very simple, guys. This is why I love the order block, and this works very well on a higher time frame, by the way, too. So now I see price actually just went and created a beautiful bullish engulfing candle, which can give another opportunity for you guys to possibly get in. But my rule is we're not taking this trade because of the simple fact we are in tight consolidation. So now what ended up happening was price officially broke out. Now since price broke out, it looks like we actually had two things going on in this area. We had a bearish, but now we got a bullish creating now. So we're basically waiting on price to kind of retest this area, and then we're going to go ahead and get back in. So now with this candle, it looks like a beautiful engulfing, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For me, being in a 5-minute time frame, I don't like when I see equal wicks at the top and equal wicks at the bottom. That kind of doesn't really clarify that this is a true engulfing candle. Now, if you guys don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I'll pop up a video that you can watch that I break this down in key as far as price actions, what you should be looking for engulfing candles, because not all engulfing candles can be valid. And this is exactly what I'm saying. You will either see equal wicks at the top and at the bottom. So we got to be very cautious with this. So because we don't have that established engulfing candle, we're actually going to pass on this trade and continue to see what happens. And luckily we did, because if so, we would have probably got stopped out. So now what we have, we're still waiting for price to hopefully go up. Now, if you guys pay close attention here, I actually mentioned this once again in my price action video, that it looks like we do have an engulfing candle, but since we have this wick up top, we're going to miss out on this trade as well again. So we're just going to wait to see, seeing if we can get an engulfing candle, guys. And as you see, price is consolidating. And then the reason also why price is consolidating once again is because we have another OB, which is this area right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that one. We're just simply waiting on engulfing candles. So now it looks like we have this beautiful engulfing candle, but since we just created a new order block, which is a bearish order block, we're actually going to miss out on this, because what can happen is price can actually come up and then shoot down. Also, we know that this is support or resistance, but however, we're sticking on a 5-minute. We're going to keep it very simple. So since we now see that we have a bearish OB, this can actually mean the market may reverse. So since that's the case, I'm actually not going to get in for a buy now, and I'm going to be looking for a selling setup. Now let's see if we can get one. So it looks like, wow, we got a beautiful engulfing candle. So what I'm gonna do is take a short position here, and we're gonna put our stop loss here, a couple pips away, and then we could do a simple 1 or 2 trade if we want to. And as you see, guys, this is a big order block area right here. So I'm pretty sure price will be fluctuating around this area. So let's see if this one can play through. Let's go ahead and make this one a little faster. So as you see, we smashed TP, and that's pretty much what we got going on. So now, guys, just to keep this very simple, like I said, if you see a bullish OB, that means just only stay looking for buying opportunities. If you see a bearish OB, look for selling opportunities, because this OB finder is a wonderful tool to use, especially for my people that love trading support and resistance, that love trading market structure, that love trading supply demand, that love trading major key levels, institutional levels. This would definitely be something that you guys can use. Throw in my price action strategy that I always mention, and like I said, it's gonna be in the video, or it's gonna be down below. Check it out. But guys, check the strategy out. Use it on crypto. It definitely works with Forex, but definitely try it on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And once again, guys, I appreciate the love and support. I will see you guys in my next video. Your boy Cello, I'm out. Peace.